they had a fight club uptown in the Bronx, but it was illegal.
Oh my God, I remember that.
At the time, at the time I couldn't go even because I was licensed.
Right.
A licensed promoter in the state of Nevada.
Can't show up to BX fight.
And you see, Floyd will say he doesn't know how we fell out or how anything. Like I never said anything to. Like I just woke up one morning and had a problem with him. But that's not what happened. What happened is we actually. He asked me to help him, so I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I don't have I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation is invalid. So I could actually, technically it trademarks the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because it's just not. I just said it, and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man. I thought y'all was good again.
We are good. I just don't understand why he having the conversation. How am I coming up in conversation? I don't even care about what they're doing.
So there's still some static.
No, it only happens when it's fight time. It's time to build some type of energy or some sort of press. Right. It's time to make a fight, and then that happens. Actually,
Wow. Those are the words of Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent. As you heard him say, I own Floyd money, Mayweather's TMT brand. I allow him to use it. Let me counterpunch. I do remember the beef. I do remember when they were super close. I do remember, the falling out point, and it was when Floyd Mayweather got out of jail. He was dating Miss Jackson or whatnot, and she soon hooked up with Nelly. And, we all know what Nelly's been doing lately. And I remember all that, okay? And the crazy thing is, that was the breaking point, business, because 50 he's a real business oriented guy. He learned, the tricks of the trade, whereas Floyd hung around people like 50 because of that. He was kind of grimy from the streets, but he was also business minded in a sense. And Floyd also got a lot of his counsel from like Leonard Ellerbe, Al Heyman, other smart guys in the business. Before them, there were other guys that really took him for a long ride, the Jay Prince days and all that. So, but 50 called himself being a good friend, got everything incorporated, and he didn't get the money from the all the work that he done for incorporating the business. TMT was just something he called himself. I could call myself anything, but if it's not incorporated, anybody can use it. Well, 50 used it, made a brand out of it, made his corporation, and there it was. And he did that by himself, and he spent about like $1 million or something like that, getting everything the right way. And when Floyd got out, Floyd didn't really want to pay it or acknowledge it. You know what I mean? And then I remember that. He didn't want to acknowledge it. And all the money that you see your friend, if your friend blows like it's chump change, or you even seen him burning money at one point, okay? And then you help him out and do something specifically for him that's going to benefit him. And then he turns around and don't even want to pay you money from the overhead that you've put in on his business. I can understand that because Floyd spends money and buys stuff on dumb things, right? And when you do something important for him, he can't pay. And I know guys like that, and it's weird. You'll pay $400 to, like friends I know will pay $300-400 on a meal, but won't tip the server. Petty bullshit like that. And what we now know, since he does only own the business, he owns the corporation because he created it. He's absolutely true. He's absolutely correct. He could do that. And it just shows me also that 50 is not as bad as people think he is. He will poke fun. He will troll you. He might say something like, oh man, that's below the belt. But he could be a lot worse than he is. That TMT money, that, if he wanted to bring that down, he could. And if he couldn't, he wouldn't say it. And I think the power is just saying what you can do without actually doing it. Because all that beef that they had, I don't think it was just that, authentic, right? I don't think it was that, because I think because 50 wanted to do that, he could just take every bit of that. You can't use it. You have to use something else. TMTE or something like that, like the Money Team Entertainment, and it has to be a totally different logo and all that. So I mean, he would have to go that route, or he could just be sued like he is now 2 times. Two. Right? So I think 50, and they're cool and all that, but there could have been times if 50 wanted to get Floyd, if he really wanted to get him, he would use that to do so. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of 50 Cent saying that I own the TMT Money Mayweather brand. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys have been Counterpunch. Peace.